Whoops, and we're live. Yes, we're back. If you're watching live, thank you for joining me. For the replay, have fun, enjoy the replay, and we're going to get busy and talk about this in a moment. Into the room. Hey, nice to have you here. Whoops, sorry, I just put the magnet head on my tripod, which means it doesn't stay quite as straight. Thanks for coming in, welcome, thanks for joining me. So I'm just going to adjust this slightly. By the way, whilst I'm fiddling with my camera, my phone, would you be so kind as to share this out on Periscope? Hi Trixie, would you just kind of share this out on Periscope and on Twitter, and invite your friends? That'll do. All right. Hi, thanks for joining me, welcome, and I'm going to make this one pointed and hopefully evocative for you. But before I do that, five things. First of all, please make sure, if you're not already doing so, follow me on Periscope to see my broadcasts when I do them each day or each weekday. Second thing, please make sure you share this out on Twitter, because the Twitter followers out in the universe, because my Twitter followers don't see my scopes till way later. Third thing, if you share this out on, thank you for doing that, Butterfly. Thanks for sharing, also share it out on Periscope to your followers there, because they want to join in. Hey Jennifer, nice to have you here, and thanks for sharing on Facebook as well. That was 3 things. And once just joining me, by the way, I'm just saying, please make sure that you are following me on Periscope, because I'll be broadcasting every weekday about love and relationships. It's what I do. That's 3, 4. Oh, tap screen for hearts. 5, comments, questions, interaction, please. That's the 5 things. So, thanks for joining me. And again, please make sure you share this out on Twitter and Periscope and on Facebook if you so desire. Bring people in the room, because this one is going to probably hit some buttons for lots of people. So, you can probably guess from the title where I'm going to go with this, and if you saw the opening screenshot I did, I'm going to do it this way. Yep, off the magnet, and I'm just starting with rebound relationships. I'll get to more in detail in a moment, but that's one of the things I want to talk about. Yeah, it's going to be, thank you Trixie, yeah, yippee, it's going to be so much fun. So that's why I'm saying that if you want to stay on board, and yeah, you're going to know about this one, I know. This is going to be an interesting topic, and since this is my Friday free flow, it can go anywhere it wants, but starting with this idea about the relationship fails, because there are so many out there, and I've seen so many and watched so many, and I've done a few myself that I want to share with the rest of you and have you perhaps get some feedback out of this. So some other people are going to join in as time goes by. There's a lot of folks on the East Coast who I think will be coming in. I don't know for certain, but they usually do. I'm just, whoops, my screen, sorry, my computer's doing some weird stuff. I was trying to get something else, and I'll give that up. Let me introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. If you're watching the replay, Eric, nice to have you in my scope. Thanks for joining me. Well, that was weird. Okay. Sorry, my computer's looking very strange. All right. There we go. All right, back to normal. For those who don't know me, and if you're watching the scope, you probably are, but the replay viewers could be anybody. My name is Barry Selby. Hence that's the name on the handle of my scope. I am a #1 best-selling author. This is my book, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover, available in physical form, ebook and Kindle. And you can find more about that on my site, because my site is my name, which is easy to find. barryselby.com/book if you want to find the book. Ebook form is only $10 on my site, online, download immediately. The physical book is on Amazon. You can get it from my site as well, it'll cost you more. And the Kindle version is also on Amazon as well. I am a speaker and coach about relationships, although the coaching is such a weird word when it comes to romance and heart and love. I haven't found a better word for it yet. I'm still looking for the right one. If it's guide, facilitator, expert, teacher, none of them feel right, so I'm still working on that. But I do talk about this stuff a lot because it's such a topic of erroneous approach. I'm being very polite right about that. So, relationship fails. Let's start with #1, which I put in the starting picture, which is rebound. And if you haven't done that before, you're lucky. But many of us have done this where, and I'm saying we because I've done it myself, have broken up or had been broken up with. It usually happens when we actually broken up with somebody. Like somebody broke up with us, because we're the victim then, and we're the one that hurt feelings. And so we're looking for someone or somewhere to, how do I put it? Well, it's not a healing approach. It's a burying approach. So we want to get over that bad breakup and that painful experience and put someone else's love in its place and we'll be fine. And 2 weeks after you break up, you're with somebody else, and it's all perfect for about 3 months, if you're lucky, maybe 3 weeks, or 3 days. Rebounds usually fail, yes. I mean, I don't know if I've not done research for statistics, but in my limited viewpoint of research and stuff I work with, rebounds do usually fail because they're not based on what a relationship is based on. I'll get to those later, so stay tuned. I'm going to talk about some things in quality I recommend highly. That's a great handle, the great Clapsby, cute. I recommend is things you should do, or should, I hate the word should, but I advise you to use before they're a healthy way to approach a relationship. But relationship rebound is not one of them. So this is one of the fails I'm listing. So, yes, relationship fails are notoriously bad, but people do them anyway. I'm going to throw in a couple others. Now, I should warn you before I get there. Some of the ones I'm going to throw out to you may be your favorites you like to use, and you're not going to like my undermining your choices. So please bear with me. I'm going to get to some truths and get some help as we go through this. So thanks for being in the scope. And by the way, those just joining me, my name is Barry Selby. I am a #1 best-selling author, expert, teacher, guide about relationships. And you just joined my scope. So if you're not already following me, make sure you do. So swiping right on the iPhone, swipe up, down. You've been relating to your new guy as if he was the unhealthy men you've dated in the past. See, that's that. See, now you're on to like number 3. But you're okay, you've jumped ahead. I'll get to that in a minute. So stay there. I'll be right with you. Indeed. So, sorry, for those of you who are coming in late, not late, I want to say it. No, you're on time. Those who didn't join at the beginning, some things I said at the beginning is please share this out on Twitter and on Facebook and on Periscope so the people who are out there wondering what to watch now can come join you in this conversation. And also make sure you do put in comments and questions if you have any, and type the screen for hearts. I welcome that as well. So back on track. So first one is rebound. I should probably make a list. I didn't have these are all in here. They're not actually written out. So I should probably, well, you'll remind me when I get to that point if I need to go back. So let's skip to the third one. Well, make it number 2 now that you just mentioned. It's kind of the inverse of rebound, which is you've broken up with somebody and you've moved on, you've had some time to heal and you're going forward, and maybe a year or 2 later you meet somebody, you start dating them and get into a relationship with them, it's all going wonderful, except you start treating them like your ex-relationship or your ex-relationships because the patterns are embedded. Now, this is a much deeper piece when I start explaining it. I've talked about this before. Stacey, nice to have you joining me. Thanks for coming in. And stay tuned. This is going to get deeper, perhaps. We'll see. The piece about treating your new relationship like your ex-relationships, that's on you. You know, the rebound stuff, no problem, glad you're here. The rebound stuff is challenging enough as it is because we move out there with a wounded heart looking for someone else to make us feel better, and it's not their job. Vital to know this. It's not their job, it's yours. It's your role, your responsibility to heal yourself. And to get in a relationship with somebody who you think will heal your heart is making them the counselor, and that's not healthy either. So that's ending number 1, which is rebound. Second one is treating your new relationship like your ex's. And I don't know how many of you had experience where it works, because it's probably only 1, if any. It's not an easy thing to do, because what we tend to do is carry patterns, automatic programming, subconscious thinking, those are different ways to describe the same thing, of how a relationship should be. Perfect. See, he's a smart man. So you're trying to treat him like your past relationships, but he won't let you. That's good, because he's not your ex-relationships. He's not like your past ones, because you've made a different choice. You've chosen a new level of relationship, which is awesome. And the fact that he is not buying into that pattern is short-circuiting your old your old programming, which is awesome. So good on you, and good on him. Smart. But you know this. So those are 2 of the definite relationship fails. So I'm going to get more explanation of what you can do differently in a moment, but I'm just putting some ugly truths on the table. All right? So number 3. Sorry, if you recognize that you're doing it and don't stop, then it's unfair to the partner and not helping you. Absolutely, Michael. Exactly. Yeah, we have habits. We have default behaviors. We get into automatic pilot in some ways in relationship. That's a common human experience. The challenge is when the automatic pilot is playing a lower vibration or a lower level than you really desire and need. It's not healthy. So I'm bringing it back to wrap that one up. We'll get to number 3. And I'll get some of the answers and solutions at the end. So keep going. And please keep sharing this out on Twitter and Periscope and on Facebook so we can get more people in the room, because there's going to be more dialogue and stuff. Anyway, number 3. as I said 17 times, is, how do you say this? Yeah. Dating without a plan. I'll say it again. Number 3, dating without a plan. And what I mean literally is without having clarity about what you want. I don't mean like planning the date. I'm talking about going out to a new relationship with a randomness and a, well, let's put it this way. If you use Tinder, Plenty of Fish, or Match.com, or those sort of things, the online sites and the smartphone apps, if you're just swiping trying to find someone cute, it's not a plan. It's shopping, and that's different. So I'm very passionate about my clients not doing that, especially when they don't have a plan. Those resources are great to use, but first, as I said, a plan. And what do I mean by that? If you don't have clarity, whether it's a vision board or a list of qualities or even affirmations, things that you are aligned to as your creation or your vision you want to have, you're going to be in trouble. It's like, and this one's more, I mean, has a slightly less likelihood of failure compared with rebound or with treating your current like your ex is. This first one actually has a slightly higher likelihood of success, but it's still 1% chance versus 0.5% chance, so it's not recommended. Because you might randomly meet someone who actually is right for you. Well, they'll always be right for you, but not the right you want. They'll be right for your patterns and your behaviors, and that's another piece of the conversation. So, number 3 is not having a plan. And I'll get to those answers in a minute, so stay tuned. I'm just suspending you so you can wait. Number 4, and this one is more of a, I won't say it's a spin-on, but it's a different layer about number 3, which is this. We keep looking. You maybe, I did, don't anymore. Be looking to meet someone who reminds you of one of your parents. Yes, dating your dad if you're a woman, dating your mum if you're a man. I don't mean literally, I mean dating someone who reminds you of them. And what it is, it's a programming behavioral reminder. So that one, failure. Because we're looking, what it comes back to is that we're sort of looking for the love we had or wish we had with our parents, with a new partner. And to say it's effed up is an understatement. It's just not healthy, period. So that one, I really want to warn my clients about not falling into that trap because it's so tempting. And the thing is, most of us, especially in our teens and 20s, when we started dating in the dating life, will be trapped into that behavior or that seeking of that. And it's not smart. It is doomed to fail. Yeah, try to recapture you. That's a whole other conversation. I'm not sure that's one of the traps or not. I'll see if I get to that one. Evie, nice over here. I need one of my regular buddies from the East Coast would show up in my scope. So I'm on number 4 right now. So yeah, I know that this is the Periscope fail thing. I'm still going to find what's going on. But thanks for being here. Glad you found me, even though there's no notifications. So thanks for joining me, and thanks for sharing it out. You know the drill, Evie. So thank you. And I'll recap the 4 before I go to the 5th one, so you guys can see it. And in fact, I'll wait a couple of minutes because now people can join in because you're promoting and sharing as well. So thank you. So those who join me now, everyone's coming in now. I love it. Thank you, Evie. Welcome to my scope. This is a Free Flow Friday. My name is Barry Selby. I'm a relationship coach, expert. By the way, those who've been watching since the beginning, this is just a quick commercial break, so bear with me. I'll be back on the track in a minute. I want to respect everybody's timing. This is my Friday, my Free Flow Friday. Thank you, Unique, for sharing this out. Ms. Isabel, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. So, everyone's coming in. I'm trying to explain myself, and I have to wait for a second. So, thanks for joining my scope. This is a love and relationship conversation. This is about relationship fails. And I've covered 4 so far, and I'll go back and recap those for you as you're coming in the room and you want to be involved. And I've got a couple more to go. So, before I get there, let me tell you who just joined in. My name is Barry Selby. I am a relationship guide, author, #1 best-selling author. Got to plug the book. This is my book, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover, which is a #1 bestseller on Amazon. It's a physical book. It's available as a Kindle version and as an ebook. You can find all about that on my site, which is, there we go, barryselby.com/book. The ebook version you can get downloaded immediately for $10, or you can get the physical book or the Kindle version as well. Okay, that's the commercial break. Back on track and recapping the first 4 that you haven't seen yet because I want to get those into your awareness. First one is And these are relationship fails, things that will not provide you with the long-term relationship you desire. That clear? First one is relationship rebound, where you were the one usually done harm to, emotional pain to, suffering to, and you're looking for love to lick your wounds. You're looking for someone else to make you feel better, but they're a stopgap. They're a temporary solution. Oh, Stacey, well, I'm glad you follow me, Stacey, and you can watch the replay, by the way. I'll be back on with a couple more, and thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Yeah, no rebounds, exactly, Evie. Aaron, nice to have you here. Good to see you, my friend. Using the magnet mount on my scope today because I got my other case broke, so I've got a better case now, which has got the magnet on the back. So, love Archon mounts, by the way. So, covering the four, covering the four again, starting from the beginning because those are people joining in. First of all, is relationship rebound. It's a pretty much guaranteed relationship killer. It can be fun to do, especially if you've been wounded in a past relationship and you're limping wounded out of the past one that you got hurt in. Finding someone else who will take you in and make you feel better. But there you're going to be your nurse. They're not your partner. It's not healthy. So thank you. I appreciate it, Aaron, for joining us. Number two is treating your current relationship like your ex's. Because we get into behavioral habits and patterns that are not healthy. And what happens is we expect the same thing from a new relationship as we did from our past, which tends to happen. But I'll get to that one later. Luggage, right. Yeah, that's actually, that one is... I'm trying to remember if I have all my four in my head because I didn't write them down. I'm guessing. Hopefully, someone's in the scope can remind me of the other ones. Anyway, so number two is to be treating your current relationship like your exes because they're not that. But if you treat them like that, you're going to make them into that mold and force them into that, or they're going to go, "I'm out." So not healthy. No, that's a different layer. I'm going to get to that one. Number three, I've got this right way around. Let me double check. So I'm just seeing if anybody's in from the beginning, they can remind me of the three, third, and fourth because I said them. Number three was, is dating without a plan. That's a dangerous one because what it is if you're just basically going through Tinder, Plenty of Fish, Match.com, all these different online sites and apps, and you're just swiping for pretty people, I mean generic because the men and women are watching, then you're basically going to fall in the trap of having opportunistic dating versus conscious choosing. Very different. All right? Repeat. Oh, dating without a plan. Is that what you meant to repeat what I was saying? This is number three, by the way. Not sure if you were asking me. I'll keep continuing. Let me know. Dating without a plan. Yes, without a plan. It's basically just going random dating, and what we tend to find is you draw people by default. Automatic programming. It's okay. I want to make sure I'm clear as well. I've been drinking a lot of caffeine today, so I want to slow down for you so you get the points. That was number three. And number four was, is choosing partners that remind you or that you would feel like the love from your parents. So if you're a woman dating a man who somehow reminds you of your dad, well, actually it's not true. It could be either your dad or your mum because what you may be looking for is a certain level of loving that your future partner brings to you that reminds you of one of your parents, whichever one you felt closest to or was wishing you had more with. Again, relationship fail. That's four. Moving right along, number five. I remember I had two more in my head, so I want to make sure I have them. So bear with me as I remember those and give them to you. Number five is, this is an extension of the one about dating without a plan. Is not taking time. Number five. Let me recap and say it again. Number five is taking time after a relationship ends to be with you. So many people, and this is not rebound, this is different. Because if you're the one who broke up somebody else, the rebound somebody isn't so strong for you, but the constant desire to be in a relationship is an avoidance of yourself for many people. Not for you, but for many people. So the point about this is it's important to spend time with you, to appreciate yourself, to love yourself, and support yourself independent of somebody else, because you always want to know how to do that, even when you're in a relationship. It's the key. That's number five. Number six, there was another one in here somewhere, so bear with me as I try and recall my long-term memory, short-term memory is in here. Boy, I don't remember what it was now. It'll come back to me. It will come back. I know it will. And thanks for the hearts, by the way, and thanks for watching. And by the way, please share it out. Yeah. Okay, let me speak to that one. That is number six. Is not I'm trying to phrase it as a fail. It's almost like, how do I say this? I'm trying to phrase it in some way that works. Relationship fail is when you're doing the same thing. Well, this is actually the definition of insanity, and I'll apply it into the context in a moment. It's attributed to Albert Einstein saying this, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again, expecting a different result. In dating, this is the same thing, is that if you are in a place where your relationships keep having the same experience again and again, and you're not doing something different, yeah, insanity, right. Definition of insanity is if you're doing the same dating experience again and again without doing something different, it is insane. And that is largely based upon the fact that you're choosing your partners from your own, well, no, sorry, let me phrase that, I almost said it the wrong way. You're choosing your partners unconsciously. That's what I was trying to say. Because the baggage, the luggage, as Evie was saying, is your subconscious memory banks, your subconscious programming that's still sitting inside running the autopilot that if you default to, it's automatic programming and you're not choosing consciously. So the solution, and I'm just going to give some more focused in point in a moment, the solution is to make conscious choices. So you don't choose to date based upon coincidence, convenience. You keep going with, exactly, you keep going with the familiar, right? And it's not, sorry, I said, like, I think my ears lower or something, then like that. Sorry, total distraction from myself. That wasn't even you, that was me doing that. But it's vital to realize that the reflexive form of dating isn't healthy. So let me put one big thing on the table and say that will help you get a better relationship. Since I've covered six of them, here's a plus. Choose relationship consciously. Now that's a nice little 3-word statement. There's a lot to it, so let me unpack a couple of pieces. One of them is, well, let me go back and cover the 6. You don't do it through rebounds. You take time to be with yourself, which is number 4 or 5. You take time to love yourself, to forgive yourself, to work through the stuff that's in the way so your heart can be healed and whole. Vital piece of the work. Second part, to choose relationship consciously, is to look into your past and see the same patterns that you repeated again and again and again that you don't want to do anymore. That you're ready to change, to let go of, to fix once and for all. Fix those, resolve those, make peace with those. You'll choose a whole new paradigm of relationship. Number 3, know what you really want. Now, I covered this in 2 of the points and I made as the relationship fails, is if you don't have a clarity of intention for what you want, you'll end up wherever it ends up going. It's like if you know, as they say, it's like if you don't choose your destination when you're on a boat, any port will do. Well, in loving, that isn't necessarily a good choice for relationships. So know where you want to go, have a map and navigation, a plan for where you want to go, whether it's a vision board or it's affirmations or it's a list of qualities. Start with something. Now, I'll let you know right away that these are all the things I help my clients with. In fact, all 3 areas are big parts of the work I do with my clients. So in fact, if you're looking for help in that area, you can reach out and get support. I'm not going to start telling you about programs, but I will offer this. If I find my cheat sheets under here. Sorry, I've got lots of bits of notes paper down here. Oh, where is it? Oh, close my page. I have to find my notes. So, no, that's the wrong page, that's the wrong page. I had a sheet in there somewhere. Bear with me. There it is. Okay. I'll get to it in a second. So, I just saw somebody else coming. Evie, just beat me to it, woman. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. If any of this stuff resonates for you, if some of this is something you want to change or help with, that link, which is, flash it again, is barryselby.com/consult. That is, hello from France, nice to have you here. This is my service to you. You can sign up for a 30-minute conversation that we can talk and see where you are, what you need. And I can offer you in that time what I can provide for you if you're interested, and I can help you get some steps to look forward to at the same time. So, if you're joining the scope now, please go back and watch the replay. I covered 6 important relationship fails, and you may have experienced at least 2 of them. Which 2? That's up to you to find out. So go back and watch the replay. I'm going to sign off now because I've got to do some other things tonight. I've actually got a client call soon. So here's the deal. Those relationship fails, if you've done them before, take to heart that you can change them. They're not permanent, they're not guaranteed, and they're not things you're stuck with. you can actually have a different experience if you so choose. Again, let's talk and I can help you with that. But if you want to do the same thing again and again, in fact, if you want to go back and do it again and again and again, feel free to just do them. But I'm guaranteeing you, your heart's going to be hurting and you won't get the joy, the love, the support you really want. All right? So, I should probably end it with a better note than that. Sounding depressing. You can have what you want. You simply have to do the work. And I say this again and again. It's like relationship rebound was my first point. When you're always in a relationship without taking actions to take care of yourself, it won't help you. So take care of yourself. Focus on the loving for who you are. And get some support in the direction of love. And I recommend highly working with somebody who knows what they're talking about. Who would that be? You're not plugging that. Okay. Here's the bottom line. That love is what you deserve. Love is what you're made from. And love is what you deserve to attract. So do what it takes. Learn how to do it. Get some help. And attract the relationship you fully, truly deserve, desire, and are worthy of. Because you are worthy of that. There you go. That's a good way of ending the scope. So take care of yourselves. And as I said on the scope the other day, actually last night I think it was, love yourself more today than you did yesterday. All right? I'm signing off again. You've got the links in the scope. If you've just come in the scope, please go and watch the replay. This will be up and running for 24 hours and it will help you. You're welcome, Jennifer, and reach out for support. That's what I'm here for. This is my love. Thank you, Evie, for sharing with your friends, and thanks for being here. I'm enjoying the banter about the, our nerdy stuff. Anyway, another conversation. Take care of yourselves, folks. I'll be back on again probably, I don't think I'll be on this weekend. I may be taking the weekend off, but I'll be back on again Monday. I'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves, folks. Bye.